Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium with me, Bring It On. So last episode, the dice maker gave us this die, the icosahedral red die. This 20-sided die is made of bloodstone and inlaid with lapis lazuli, its colors resembling police sirens. Its blue partner is missing. Kinda looks like the fire department arriving on the scene. Got screwed. Crap fingers. Note, look at the map tab in the journal to see which white checks have opened. Okay, so the die gave us some retries on some of these white checks. The map wall, which I think is in the bookstore, and I guess another chance at waking up the sleeping dock worker and the whirling in rags. The warded door we don't need to do. We have the key for that. And the ice cream maker we didn't try, because we only had a 3% chance of succeeding. So we can return to Plaisance, the bookseller, and see if we can wrap up this curse quest. Then we'll go back to the basement, see if we can find the die in the furnace, and then try and open up the... What does it say? The store on the other side is closed for the night. Come back tomorrow. Okay. Well, back to the basement. See where those stairs lead after we check the furnace for the die, and I guess find something else to do. Oh, it went the wrong way. Walked right past the room. Let me swap out some of my equipment real fast. We'll equip this. We'll keep the flashlight on for now.
Thick layer of cold dust. It's dark.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
It's dark.
What are you doing? Wait, really?
Alright, can't do anything with that, so let's leave the basement. Or see where this takes us. I'm assuming it's going to take us back up to the main street, or behind that blue door in the whirling in rags somehow. Nope, it brings us right here. Interesting. So that's by the intercom that the dice maker was talking about. If everyone's closed up for the night, there's no reason to ring it right now. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up. Inoperable. Alright, let's talk to this, I assume, a homeless man. Better watch your mouth around me, boy. Okay, well. That's why I can zoom out a little further now. What do we have here? I clicked on this previously.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall? The 3% chance.
You have no clue. It's just a wall. So many walls all over Martinaise. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Ooh, some money and some morale.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Oh yeah, she whispers.
Pigs come to take me out, trying to snuff me out.
Her voice becomes almost inaudible. Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
She hisses.
Trying to sneak up on me again, trying to snuff me out. Get away, pig.
Okay. Surprised I missed this whole alley back here. A garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. Just a closed door. but you look at it suspiciously. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Can I open up this door? A balcony with a view to the yard, and the hanging. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him. There must be another way.
And now they show up?
Must be another way into the building.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves lazily with his cigarette.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you? Look at Kim.
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
He gestures idly.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs, dead house plants litter the scene. And dead house plants.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word?
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
He sighs. What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen. Lower your voice. I'm just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type. who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
A lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Put the stone back. Alright, so we have a key. Alright, in we go. We'll pursue this lead. I don't know how I missed this entire alleyway when I first went through this area. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals. Smells of laundry detergent. Flip up glasses, the auditor. +1 logic, -1 authority. We already don't have any authority, so let's just equip it. These flip-up sunglasses were fashionable in the old, but have since lost their popularity. Their thin gold alloy wire frames, a reminder of drug-addled bohemian artists. These days, the glasses are only favored by organized crime accountants who desire to look cool. I think they look cool. An old shoe rack. Boots, sneakers, and old slippers. These shoes come in 3 different sizes. Apartment 12. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall. Yeah, I see it. It's like it has arms. The door number 9 is locked. Some more money. Apartment number 8. The mailbox is overflowing. The graffito says, "A firing squad for the rich." The note reads, "Foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates." Waves crashing in the darkness. Someone has torn down the wall. An old grocery list on the table, and checks.
What happened here?
You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
Except the stuff in the fridge.
Indeed.
Some health and some money. Plus I'm leveling up. I'm getting there. Can I open it from the other side? I assume not, because there's tape in the way, but yeah, it's gonna force me back to this side. Another exit to the balcony. We'll explore all the doors in here before we go to the balcony.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Alright, so not arms, but antlers. Inspect the symbol closer.
The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that could exist in accord with the natural world, and at the same time, above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Nothing at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Alright, so I wonder how much information we're going to get at this time of night. Doesn't matter if I just walk on in, right? The shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. That's some more money. I was assuming I'd be knocking on the doors instead of just busting in, but
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Knock.
No reply.
Well, the good news is I do have some wire cutters.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Alright, use the chain cutters to cut through the padlock.
The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Surprise? I wasn't sure how he was going to take us up, breaking in here. A flamboyant poster for White Star. Real lithography. Photos of revolutionaries posing with guns. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. What do we have here? A 9mm bullet and a Samarizian lounge jacket, +1 conceptualization. A classic white summer jacket, loved both by the Samarizian Communist Party and the accompanying subtropical drug traffickers. It fits you well, regardless of your political ambitions. So to replace that, do I need... So I have 4 of this and 4 of that. I guess I don't really need either. Yeah, I think I need the bonus to esprit de corps more than I do for the conceptualization.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov. Kraz Mazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a theoretical historian. He was a leading figure in the Grad side of the turn-of-the-century revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
He said 9-day government, but it says 11 right here. I'm assuming the actual text here is correct. Why does this tenant have a bust of Kraz Mazov in their bedroom?
The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
He looks around before mumbling to himself. Oh, there's something over here. Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns. That they do.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Knock.
The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door. You can feel tension on the other side.
Knock again.
A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
This time the steps come closer. Who is this? Demands a female voice. Wary and tense. This is the police. Open up. Do I have to open the door? Hear the clacking of heels again, as the other side walks right up to the door. Her tone is now getting a defensive edge. Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
The lieutenant says.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Alright, let's leave. Postcard, Boogie Street 46. This crumpled up postcard depicts an open-air market in Boogie Street. 5 years ago. A vendor smiles as dead roosters line his stalls, hung by their feet from canopy. I guess from the canopy. Red blood flows onto the muddy street. Blurry shadows of people pass. We'll try and talk to her well, yeah, let's talk to her next because I don't want to go out to the balcony yet.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor?
I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
She starts coughing, red spots appearing on her cheeks.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room.
She spits on the floor before wiping it off with a broom.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel rusty.
I'm looking for a young male in his mid-20s. Dark hair, skinny build. A smoker on the balcony.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaning lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
She points east.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
He turns to you. I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaning lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dry fig. And why is there a hole in the wall to the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment number 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
But I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
The cleaning lady says, shaking her head. Then she pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
I'm not gonna... Are you sure you don't mean astronomy?
That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here. It's not about stars. It's... forget it.
Oh, that's all. Thanks.
Oh.
She mumbles some kind of a response and hacks something into her handkerchief. Well, thanks. I'm off.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here? Excuse me. Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Then open the door so I can verify your identity. Oh, come on. There's a pause before you hear the door being unlocked.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Lieutenant says, nodding toward the unlocked door. Black monk straps. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. I don't know what that entails. Does that have to do with me being able to write tickets? These Purr and Ingersoll shoes have no lacing, but a strap and a buckle. Due to their elegant and affluent design, they have been described as the most advanced dress shoe. So advanced, in fact, that walking through the slush and mud does not leave a single trace on them. I mean, +1 to composure. I haven't had a composure check, have I? This is just a straight bonus. I think they look a little better than the green shoes. +1 to drama. I think I need the +1 to physical instrument because it's so low anyway. Well, let's see how this looks. I mean, it looks pretty good, right?
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style, draping your flesh in silken leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal, ultra-liberal. They're either a gateway drug or a booster pack to get you deeper into free market ideology.
Looks like a fine mattress. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. +3 morale. Alright, I'm gonna call the episode here. In the next one, we'll speak to whoever this woman is, and then continue through the apartment, see if we can't track down the smoker on the balcony, and see what he can tell us about the case. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys. Hey, an autosave. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.